everyone, so I wanted to talk about how I've been getting on with breastfeeding in a Muslim country. I really thought that I might have had a few issues being out here and being able to do it in public because I didn't know the rule of breastfeeding. I didn't know if the rule at home back in England was a global thing, such as you're allowed to feed your baby whenever, wherever, with or without a nursing cover. So like if you're in the middle of Tesco and your baby needs feeding in the freezer aisle, you can just set up camp and just start feeding your baby, and no one's allowed to say to you, oh, by the way, we have a feeding room, or you need to go to the feeding room. No one can say that to you. And the only thing they're allowed to offer you is a chair. I didn't know if that rule applied to if it was a global thing. And I didn't buy a nursing cover either. So I've fed Noah in the park, in a hospital, in the back of a taxi, middle of a supermarket, on the side of the road, while waiting for a taxi. I fed him in quite a few different places. Hello. I fed him in quite a few different places, and I've never, ever encountered a problem. So far, it's all so good. No one's ever said to me, I need to move, I need to cover up, I need to wear anything, or there is, I'll do it for you. That no one said anything to me, anything negative, looked at me in a funny way that I shouldn't be doing that. So far, so good. There was one time at the hospital, it wasn't even a problem, it was I was feeding Noah in the waiting room, but they have, out here they have female waiting rooms and male waiting rooms, and there's a lot of like no men allowed spas and nail bars and things like that. There's a lot of like separation for men and women, and I was sitting in the female waiting room, but it was quite open. It was quite an open waiting room. It wasn't like a closed off one. And this man, I don't know if he worked there, I don't know what he did there, but I gather he worked there, because he said something to my husband, and my husband said, oh Claire, here you go. And I thought we was going in to be seen. When I walked in, it was this really small room, and I said, like, where's the doctor then? Why are we coming in? And my husband went, oh, I don't know, I think perhaps he thought you might wanted the space. So, but I didn't say anything, and it didn't bother me. I really wasn't bothered sitting in the room or outside. It didn't bother me, it didn't fuss me at all. But no, I wouldn't really call that a problem, really, if anything. But no, I've never encountered any problems or negativity towards doing it in public. I'm quite discreet when I do it. What I do is I've always got the Moby wrap on, and I'm always wearing Noah out and about. And what I usually do is the Moby the panel bit that's on my shoulder, I usually pull towards my neck, I bring it over this way, and then I part my clothing the other way, or I lift my top up if I've got like a discreet nursing top on, like one that's designed for that. And then what I do is I get Noah on, and then I bring the Moby back over my shoulder, and it lays like flat against my chest, the Moby, so it covers up like my chest and things I don't want people to see. And then, but it allows my baby's face to still be uncovered, so that he isn't under a blanket, because I don't feel comfortable with putting his face under anything. I don't really care who sees me breastfeed. I really don't care. It doesn't bother me. I'm not shy to feed in public. I go out and I feed my baby, and I'm proud, and it doesn't fuss me at all. I'm not worried at all. But I cover up just purely for other people's comfort, because there are a lot of people out there that don't like to see that, or that just think, even though it doesn't bother them, they think we don't need to see that, and that's fine. It's no problem. With me, I'd rather people didn't see me, but I'm not fussed about feeding my baby in public. But yeah, I have not encountered any problems out here so far. But yeah, now I've made this video, I might probably get someone say something now I've said it. But I've been out here for 8 weeks, and 8 weeks it's been really good with feeding in a Muslim country. I've had no problems. The only thing is I've never seen anybody else feed their baby in public, and I haven't seen anybody feed their baby like in a feeding room or anything like that. But I've never seen a feeding room out here. There's no stickers on any doors or calves or anything like that you'd see walking by saying, breastfeeding's like fine here. Them stickers you get, like breastfeeding welcome here. And I've not seen any of them stickers. It's not something that's quite open here. I've not seen anybody else do it. Like I said, I do see some people bottle feeding, but what's in them bottles I don't know. A lot of the time the Qataris have the Qatari families will have a nanny, and the nanny is always the one that's like behind the family, pushing the buggy along with the baby in it and all the gear and looking after the kids. You know, they have a lot of nannies out here. They do majority of the work for the family. So I don't know if they're bottle feeding formula or pump milk. I don't know, but I've never ever seen anybody else out here feeding their baby. Not as well. I've never seen it. I'm not gonna say not as often as England, but I've never seen it out here. But yep, so far so good. So yep, if there's any questions that you want to know, like about this topic, like feeding out here, that you think I've missed, just leave them below and I'll get back to you. I do like to reply to everybody. Other than that, I'll speak to you all for another video really soon.